Okay, girls, if you want a warm, defined, and confident-looking Latina-inspired makeup look, you definitely need to try this. And the best part? You don't need a million products. I'm going to show you every step, plus a few little tips that can make the whole look come together even better. So grab your makeup and let's get started. Step 1. Frame your brows. First, we're starting with the brows. This step is really important because your brows basically frame your entire face. Start by brushing your brows upward. Then use a brow pencil or brow powder to lightly fill in any sparse areas. Keep the front of your brows softer and make the tail a little more defined. Then set them with brow gel. And don't make the front too dark. That's one of the easiest ways to make your brows look less natural. Step 2. Prep your skin. Before foundation, let's prep the skin. Apply a lightweight moisturizer and give it a moment to sink in. Then apply your foundation or skin tint in a thin layer. You don't need to cover every little detail. The goal is to even out your skin while still letting it look like skin. Add a little concealer under the eyes and anywhere you want a bit more coverage. And remember, blend, blend, blend. Step 3. Bronzer and contour. Now we're getting into the part that really brings this look to life. Take your bronzer or contour and lightly apply it along your cheekbones, forehead, and jawline. Don't create harsh lines and leave them there. Instead, blend everything upward and outward. The trick here is to build the product slowly. Start with a small amount, blend it out, and add more if you need it. This gives you that warm. Step 4. Blush. Now let's bring some color back into the face. Choose a warm peach, terracotta, or rosy blush and apply it to your cheeks. Blend it slightly upward toward your temples. For a more connected look, you can also add the tiniest amount across the bridge of your nose. And honestly, this step can completely change the look of your makeup. If your face looks a little flat after contouring, blush is your best friend. Step 5. Warm-toned eye makeup. Now let's move on to the eyes. Start with a warm brown shade and blend it through your crease. Then take a slightly darker brown and focus it on the outer corner of your eye. Here's the important part. Don't stop blending. You want the colors to transition into each other softly instead of creating obvious lines. If you want a more defined look, you can add a small wing with eyeliner. Then curl your lashes and apply mascara. If you prefer a more intense eye look, you can add another layer of mascara once the first one has dried a little. Step 6. Latina-inspired lips. Okay, now we're at one of my favorite parts. Take a nude or brown-toned lip liner and carefully define your lips. You can slightly emphasize your natural lip shape, but try not to overdo it so the result stays balanced. Then apply a nude or warm-toned lipstick to the center of your lips. And finally, add some gloss. This instantly brings the whole makeup look together. Step 7. Highlight and final touches. We're almost done. Apply a little highlighter to the high points of your face, like the tops of your cheekbones and the inner corners of your eyes. But don't go overboard. We want a soft, glowing finish, not glitter everywhere. Finally, grab a clean brush or sponge and blend out any areas that look too harsh. Set your makeup if you want it to last longer. And here's the final Latina-inspired makeup look. The best thing about this makeup is that you can make it as natural or as defined as you want. If you try this look, let me know your favorite step in the comments. And if you want more easy makeup tutorials and glow-up tips, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the